Game of Thrones, right? So I'll increase the size. Yeah. So it says Dothraki. So I don't know if you guys have seen the show Game of Thrones, but anyways, Dothraki are planning an attack using King Robert's throne. King Robert learns of this conspiracy from Raven and plans to lock the single door through which the enemy can enter his kingdom. Again, as a programmer, for me, these sentences mean nothing. What did you get to know about it? I don't care. Come down. But to lock the door, he needs a key. That is an anagram of a palindrome. Oh, now there are some two words which make some sense to me. Anagram and one palindrome. Okay. He starts to go through his box of strings, checking to see if they can be rearranged into a palindrome. So now the question is clear to me. I'll be given a string. Can I rearrange that string and can it become a palindrome is the next question. Okay. So all right, next. So yeah, so given a string, determine if it can be rearranged into a palindrome, return yes or no is the question. For example, see AAA, AA, BB, CC, D. Now, is that a palindrome? Palindrome means if you read from right to left, see, from right to left, or from left to right if I read it. No. Why? Okay, that's okay, you're not able to select it, sorry. So, if I read it from right to left and if I read it from right to left, it is not the same. Left to right, right to left is not the same. It's not a palindrome. But the characters in the string can be rearranged and made into a palindrome like this. If I rearrange the characters like this, now this is a palindrome. This is a palindrome. So, naturally, you must return yes. So, please understand, let me explain the problem better for you. First of all, see guys, you must understand what is an anagram, you must understand. Okay. So, first of all, let us assume I have maybe I have a string called as I have a string called as evil like this. I have a string called as evil. Okay. Now, you can see the characters of the string. If in case I now write this as, I am just rearranging the characters. So, see, first I will write V, okay. Then I will write I, then I will write I. Similarly, then I will write L, then I will write E. Now, you can see evil became vile. So, all I have done is I have reordered the characters and it has now become a brand new string. This is only an anagram. This is only a anagram. I hope you're able to think. Okay. So, for example, I have mother-in-law. Mother-in-law. Forget about these hyphens. Okay. Forget about them. Maybe you can forget about this. Mother-in-law. Do you know mother-in-law can be rearranged as Hitler woman? Do you know this? Mother-in-law, if I rearrange the characters, it will become Hitler woman. I don't know whether there is some truth to it. But all I am saying is you can rearrange characters and it will become something like this. So, mother-in-law, Hitler woman. I hope you're able to think, right? So, now the bigger question is, so this is an anagram. But I rearrange the characters, so this is an anagram. This is an anagram. That's what this is. But is this anagram also a palindrome? Read it from right to left, it is one way. Read it from left to right, it's one way. From right to left, it is another way. Which means this direction and this direction are not the same. They are not the same. Which means this is not a palindrome. Not a palindrome. I hope you are able to think. Now, your duty is, given a string, see that if there is any possibility for it to be rearranged into a palindrome. Can it happen? If it can happen, yes, otherwise no. That is what your program must do. Now, how are we going to go ahead and do it is the next question. Let me explain to you. Watch it. So, first and foremost, let us assume this is that Game of Thrones or whatever. He has a box of strings. From that box of strings, I am taking one string out. This is that string. Okay, let us assume this is that string. ADAMM. Right now, it is a string. Is it a palindrome? No. But can it be rearranged into a palindrome? So, if you rearrange the characters, it becomes an anagram. You have to check whether one of the anagrams is a palindrome. So, this is one way to rearrange it. This is an anagram, but is it a palindrome? No. This is the next way to rearrange it. Is it an anagram? Yes. Is it a palindrome? No. This is another way to rearrange it. Is it an anagram? Yes. Is it a palindrome? No. This is another way to rearrange it. Is it an anagram? Yes. Is it a palindrome? No. This is one more way to rearrange it. Is it an anagram? Yes. Is it a palindrome? Absolutely yes. So, can this string be rearranged and made into a palindrome? Yes. So, answer is yes. Output must be given as yes. Hope you are able to think. If it was not possible, no. How many of you understood the question? Put a yes in the chat. How many of you understood the question perfectly? Please put a yes in the chat. Understood? Understood? Good. Beautiful. Now, how do we do this logic? Okay. So, it's very simple here. Assume like this, I have one scenario. This is my first scenario. This is the string that I have. Okay. So, XX, YY, AA. Clearly, it is not a palindrome, but can I rearrange it and make it into a palindrome? See guys, now some of you will be like, okay sir, I am going to continuously rearrange every character. I am going to rearrange characters, make an anagram, see if it's a palindrome, rearrange again, see if it's a palindrome, rearrange again, see if it's a palindrome. I am going to create all the anagrams and check if the anagram is a palindrome. If that is your logic, you are unnecessarily complicating life. Yes, that can be one way to do it. But that is like eating food like this. Eat it like this. Sir, is there an easier way to do it? 100%. See, I am going to show you what are the rules that you can check if it is satisfied in a string or not, and just by checking for those rules you will be able to tell whether it will become a palindrome or not. Watch it. First and foremost, this is, I am just sorting it. See, what I have done is, I am just showing it to you again. I am just sorting that string. See, this is not in a sorted manner. If I sort it, all A's first, then X's, then Y's. It's sorted. Why I will sort it is, the moment I sort, if there are similar characters, they will come together. Similar characters will be grouped together. That's why I am sorting. After I sort, one interesting thing that you can see here is there are pairs. For every character, there is a pair, which means I have 3 pairs. AA is a pair. So now watch it. Now that I understood there are pairs, please understand, I am trying to see if this can be made into a palindrome. See, how will you make this into a palindrome? Don't you think those 2 A's I can place here? 2 A's I can just place it here. Okay, 2 A's I'll place here. After that, next thing is, the next one is also a pair, 2 X's. Don't you think I can place one next to the right side, one next to the left side? Next, Y also is a pair, right? Which means, oops, sorry. Why is this? Okay, sorry guys, some technical issue. It's not responding, you have to move a little. Okay, just make it back. Fast. Yes. So, don't you think one Y I can place here, another Y I can place here? So, could I rearrange this? Yes. Which means I am not bothered about this. What I am bothered about is, if a string is given to me and every single character has a pair, then 100% it can be made into a palindrome. Would you agree with me? If given a string, if every character has a pair, 100% it can be arranged and made into a palindrome. I hope everybody agrees with me. Now look at the next scenario. Okay, the next scenario looks something like this, wherein I have another string, let us assume. Yeah. This is the string I have. It's already sorted. Anyways, I will also sort it once. It's anyways sorted. So, see here, pair. If pair is there, I know I can place it like this. I can place it in the middle. Next character. is not a pair, is not a pair. No problem. Right now you ignore. There is one character which doesn't have a pair. Okay, next. Next character is a pair, which means I can place B here and I can place B here. Next character is also a pair, which means 1B I can place here, 1B I can place here. Would you agree with me? Now, only thing is, where should I place the non-pair? And how many non-pairs I have? Exactly one. Exactly one. So watch it. What can I place it here where B is? No. It will not become a palindrome. Can I place it where this B is? No. It will not become a palindrome. Can I place it where this A is? I can, because if I place it in between, then please understand, if the left character is a pair, right character is the same, then in between that I can place it. And it will become a palindrome. See, BB, tree A is BB, right side BB, triple A, BB. So output is yes. Which means, what is the rule here? If there is a non-pair character also, it's fine. If there is just one non-pair character, 100% I can place it in the right center and it will become a palindrome. This much I have understood. So, if my given string is given to me and it has pairs, and if there is one non-pair character also, it can be made into a palindrome. Beautiful. Yes? Would you agree with me? So, maximum how many such non-pair characters can be there? That is one very important rule. So, let's go to the next scenario. The next scenario looks like this. Yeah, this is the string. Not sorted. I will sort. If I sort AA, BB, CE. First pair, I'll check for pair. Does A have a pair? Yes, which means I can place it here. Next, does B have a pair? Yes, I can place 1B here, 1B here, slowly. Next, is this a pair? No. Okay, where can I place it? I can place it right in the center. So see, that's what I'm doing. I can place it in the center. Yeah, so far so good. But next character is again not a pair. It's not a pair. If it is not a pair, what do I do? Can I place it here? No. Can I place it there? No. Can I place it there? No. Can I place it there? No. Can I place it at the end? No. Which means I can't place it anywhere. Which means, can this be converted into a palindrome? No. It cannot be converted into a palindrome. And how do I check if it can be converted into a palindrome? Very simple. The number of non-pair characters must be exactly 1. If it is greater than 1, then I have a problem. I know it can never be made into a palindrome. So all I have to do is, given any string, sort it, check for pairs, keep a count of the non-pair characters. Check if the number of non-pair characters is greater than 1. If it is greater than 1, no. If it is 1, yes. Or one more, yeah, that's all. Output is yes. Output here is no. How many of you understood the question and the logic perfectly? How many of you understood the logic perfectly? Simple. How many? All of you understood. Go ahead. Now it comes to our, basically it is writing code, right? So here, so this is the string given to us. Step 1, sort. So I've sorted. Now, what you have to do is, in programming, this will be a string. You will be given a string. Convert the string into a character array. And then in Java, there is a built-in method, which means it's a method that developer has given you. Java has already given you as an option, as a tool. Just call that method or that function. It will sort that character array for you. So sorting happens. Then all you have to do is check for pairs and keep a count of non-pair characters. How will you do that? Like this. So I've converted it into a character array, boss. Okay, 0 to this is, I'll call it as AR, and this is how it is. Next, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to check for pairs. Very simple. If I start I from here, if I has a pair, it only means that the next character will be same. Which means all I have to do is, array of I, check if it is, if whatever is the character, check if the I plus 1 character is the same. Array of I, is it equal to array of I plus 1? If it is equal, you know it is a pair. If it is not equal, then update a value which keeps count of how many non-pair characters. I'll do it. So watch it like this. Error count, I will keep it. Initially it will be 0. Now all I'm going to do is check if in case I and I plus 1 is equal. So if it is true, I will move I by 2 positions. Why should you move I by 2 positions? Simple logic, because you found a pair. If you found a pair, now don't move here, meaningless. You found a pair, so you have to advance by 2 positions to the next character. Because this is the same character, so move by 2 positions, I plus 2. Again check. But if it is equal, then you have arrived at a non-pair. You have arrived at a non-pair. If you arrived at a non-pair, just move I by 1 position. And secondly, keep a count. So see, error count plus plus. This is my core logic, that's all. So let us quickly just trace the program. So as you can see, this is array of 0 and this is array of 0 plus 1, which is 1, right? So if in case this is also A and the next one is also A. If it is A, I know I found a pair. Move I by 2 positions, I equal to I plus 2, right? That's what I'm doing. Move I by 2 positions. 0 plus 2 is 2. So I is 2, obviously I is going to move by 2 positions. Hope I'm clear till here. Great sir, next what? Again check. So array of 2 plus 1 is 3. That is what I'm saying. 2 plus 1 is 3. Array of 2 is D, array of this is M. D is not equal to M, which means condition is false. If condition is false, don't move by 2 positions because it's not a pair. Move just I by 1 position. So I plus plus. I is going to become 3 and obviously I have to increase error count also, which is what I am doing. I becomes 3, error count becomes 1. 1 non-pair character I have found. Yes, I have found. I will move 1 step forward. Again, 3 and 4 I am checking. So see, that's what 3 and 4 I am checking, and obviously that is going to be true, and if in case it is true, then I'll move I by 2 positions, in which case anyways I will move I from tell me till where should I move I? Should I move I from first to last, or should I move I till here? You have to move I till last, because you don't write code just looking at this condition. In this condition, you will tell, sir, I should stop here because if it moves by 2 positions, it will be a problem. But there is a chance I will move by 1 position also. There is a chance I will move by 1 position also. So let I go till the end. Anyways, condition will fail because we will make the loop go maximum only till the last index. So anything above that, you will come out of the loop. Okay. So till here, I hope I'm clear. And in this case, yeah, both are M. So 3 plus 2 becomes 5. And yeah, you know. So next time I will move out and I will come out of the loop. I hope you're able to think. At the end of it, you can see error count is 1. Check if in case error count is less than or equal to 1, which means you're basically checking for 0 and 1. If it is less than equal to 1, return yes. If not, it means it is greater, return no. That's about it. Shall we quickly go and write the code for it? Yeah. So, guys, I hope you don't mind me sitting. I hope you're enjoying this way of delivery also. If it is effective and you're able to understand, please put a yes, because your feedback is very important to me. Yes, no problem. Good, good, great. Cool, let's go write code. So basically first scanner, so we can take input. Okay, remove that. We'll directly just give it in a string and yes equal to, and there I'll just give ADAMM. So right now this is just a string, right? And I want to convert it into a character array, and this also I have previously also taught you. All you have to do is if in case you have a string, let us assume tap like this, and you want to convert this into a character array like this. If you want to convert it, then so this is T, this is A, this is P. You want to convert it, then it is to char array. This is the method you must call, and that is exactly what I'm going to do there. No, okay, I'll have to create a function. Fine, I'll just create a function. I'll call it as maybe string, yes, okay. Game of Thrones is the name of the function. What it should return is another string. So I'll tell string and I'll declare it as static because we don't need an object to call it. Cool. Now what I will do is first I have to convert it into a character array. So see, I will tell yes or AR is the name of the string. So AR dot, yes dot we have called it as yes dot to char array. Convert that string into a character array is what you say. Now it will convert it and it will be an array. Maybe I will just call this array as AR. I'll just call this array as AR like this. This is what I would like to call this array as. So I'll just go there and I will call it as AR, and AR is an array of strings. So see, a character array, sorry. So see, AR is a array of characters. Yes, AR is an array of characters. Now, next line, obviously we are now going to sort it. Now how to sort it is, sorting is there is a method called as sort, which you can use in Java, which will automatically sort your characters present in an array. So like this it will sort it, right? So T comes here, A comes here, or T should be in the end, I suppose, right? You want to be sorted like this. If that is the case, in Java you must just tell arrays dot sort, and what you want to sort. You want to sort this AR, so I will just tell AR like this. So see, I'll just tell arrays dot sort. Now some of you will be thinking, sir, why sir we said arrays dot on? Now if that you want to understand, you will have to spend time learning Java, because then I will tell, hey, this is a utility class. Inside that there is a static method called as sort. And because it's a static method, you can call it using the class name. Did you understand? No. That's why you must understand the fundamentals of the language. So I told you, I had put a video on YouTube. I don't know how many of you watched it. It was 5 steps for you to follow to become better at coding. Did you guys have a look at that? Did you guys have a look at it? Yes, how many of you had a look at it? So there I've told you, fundamentals must be clear, boss. Logic you will be able to build, but to translate that in a way that a computer understands is your duty as a programmer, and is why you have to think in terms of algorithms. See, how did I think, hey, it's now a string, I want to convert it into a character array, and then I want to sort the characters. This is the logic. How to tell it to the language. For that you must know the syntax and the features of the language. Anyways, I'll come here and I'm just going to now it would have got sorted. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to just traverse this array and keep checking for pairs. That is this logic. So I will tell for I begins from 0, I goes all the way till the end, I less than AR dot length, okay. Then length means automatically it will go to the end of the array, I plus plus. Inside that I will check if in case, sorry? Yeah. Okay, so let us not use a for loop here. It will be better because see here guys, the problem is in for loop, whatever you mention here, this is by how much I is going to increase in every iteration. But if you look at our logic, in one of the iterations, in one of the conditions, I should increment by 2. In the second one, I should increment by 1. But if you write for loop, in all the cases, it will increment by 1. So let us not use a for loop. Let us use a for loop which can be written in a different way called as while loop. So see, below that you press enter, below for. I'll tell while. See, while is also exactly the same. First declaration you need to do it outside the loop. Semicolon, right? Next condition you should check. That condition inside this bracket you have to check. Next body I will give. There, so see, initialization is over. Condition you have checked. Only thing remaining is incrementation and decrementation, isn't it? See how to write this. So I'll come here and tell if in case, the ith character and the I plus 1 character in AR. So AR of I is it equal to AR of I plus 1. Inside that, if I go, now I've checked this. Now all I have to do is, if that is the case, I've found a pair. So I should move by 2 steps. So see, the flexibility that while loop gives is, I can decide by how much I will increment. In if, in else. So I'll tell I equal to I plus 2. Beautiful. So I will increment by 2 if else. I found a non-pair. So I'll increase I by 1, I plus plus. So you see the more flexibility it gave me. So this is how you choose between for and while, situation based. Then increase the value of error count. Now where is error count, you may ask? I will declare it. I'll just put that on top. So int error count. Initially it is 0. That's it. Now I'll come outside. Once I come outside the while loop, it only means that I have calculated my error count. Now I have to check if I should return yes or no. So I'll check if in case error count is less than or equal to 1, which means 0 or 1, both are okay for me. Then I'll return yes, which means I can convert it into a palindrome. Is it like that, or why only capital? Just check what is the format. Okay. Then else. Else means it is greater than 1, which means I can't make it scroll. So I will return no. Am I clear till here? Now what are we going to do is, that's it. Now this is pretty much our function. Let's copy paste this in HackerRank. Yeah, so just go paste it. Let's run the code. Exception at line, see where is it? 29. Sorry? Go back. I mean, show the code. Okay. See line 29, where is it giving? So this is giving us a exception. It is telling that, hey, listen, it is going outside the boundary of the loop. So here, why it's going outside the boundary of the loop is, let us assume that I came, go back, I came till here. I was here. The last iteration, let us assume I is here. Array of I and array of I plus 1 you are checking. There is no I plus 1. If I is here and you do I plus 1, there is no I plus 1. Naturally, it's an exception in Java. It's a runtime mistake in Java. So how do we handle this? How do we handle this? All you have to do is like this. Check if I is less than, see, all you have to do is remove that. Guys, all I have to do is I should ensure that in an iteration, if I is at the last index, it should not go further. In other words, if I has reached the last index, I must not execute the body, I must come out of the loop. Which means I am checking if array of I is equal to array of I plus 1. I am checking this also. Or rather, while iterating itself, I will check if I is less than ar.length. Okay, so here I will just add that if I is at the last index. So if I will just tell if I is array of I dot length, last index. Okay, wait, last index. If this condition is satisfied, I know I am here. Okay, so and no, why will that work? Array of no. Yes, fine. -1. And so see what I have done. I is less than array dot length means I am here. If I is here, then it means length minus 1. This is also okay for me. And then I am checking if these two are equal. If that is the case, I will increment. But if I comes here, this condition will not be satisfied. You are not in your second last character. Because you are not in your second last character, it will not execute. You will not check these two. If you don't check these two, obviously exception will not come. You will not check these two. Hope you're able to think. How many of you understood if I put why I put this one line? Please put a yes in the chat. How many of you understood why I put that one line? Yes. Okay. Good. 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 Now let us proceed. Let us proceed. Yeah. Now it is passed. Let's go submit. Okay, very good. So we have just how much? 5 more points, is it? Okay. So one more question if we solve, we'll get our 4 stars. Let's quickly go to the next question. But before that, how many of you understood this correctly? How many of you understood this correctly? Please put a yes in the chat if you have understood this.